on our way to West Valley College, it is time to run the mile. And you know, I am not a good runner. Let's be honest, I am not a good runner. At the CrossFit Games for years, I'd be like top 10, top 10, top 10. A running event came out, boom, last place. So I found a running coach and I really started to fall in love with this idea of like running and pacing. And over the last 10 years, you know, when I haven't been competing, I've just kind of lost touch with that. And as of recently, you know, Gabe, we committed to a HYROX. And so I've been following our hybrid flex track and I've been running more. And I've been really inspired to see, hey, what am I capable of doing? And so I was talking to a buddy of mine, we're saying, hey, do you think you can still run a sub 6-minute mile? He asked me, I thought I could, but there's no better way than actually go test yourself. Like, don't just talk about it, let's go back it up and let's see if we can do it. So that's where we're going right now. And you know, running, it's interesting. As I get older and my goals are to train, protect, provide for myself and my family, like running is one of the key concepts there. And being able to run a mile, I think, is a really great test of your overall conditioning. And alongside that, right, is being able to do it at my body weight. So my goal, being at 215 pounds, like, hey, can I get strong through our hybrid program and then also be capable through our hybrid flex program? And that's the test today is can you run a mile and can you also still lift? And if I could combine those two things, I think that's gonna be a great balance for my strength conditioning and get me prepped for my HYROX competition that's coming up. Oh boy. You have to think about the track. The track doesn't lie, right? So I had a coach, his name was Chris Hinshaw, and his whole thing was like, you never walk in lane one. Lane one is only for game day, only for game time. And so today, I'm gonna be in lane one, and it's game time. So I put out the word to a couple of friends. I'm like, hey, anybody wanna go for a mile time trial? And Ahmed is the only one that took me up on it. and when's the last time you ran a mile for time?
Formally, it's been a few years.
Few years. For me, I think it's been like 7 or 8 years. And so we're gonna kind of warm up and then get right into it. And we'll see how it goes. Here. Some people think like, hey, we're getting ready for a 6-minute event. Like, why are we warming up? And the goal is like, you want to be primed and ready when for that mile. Like, you have to be prepared. And this goes for your regular workouts too. Like, you need to be warming up effectively so your system, your mind, your body is firing before it starts. You don't really want to feel like you're warming up as you're in the middle of the workout.
No, it's 400, 800 mile.
Yeah. I just want to get the mile out of the way, man. I've been thinking about this mile now for like days, and it's good. It's good because you can't get better unless you get uncomfortable, and I'm already uncomfortable. But here's the thing, dude. It's like worst case, I don't get it. What? My family's still gonna love me. I'm still gonna whatever. It's just like, but it'll kind of call me out. I gotta train and then get back out here and film another video of me getting it. But in the meantime, today's the day. You wanna do it too?
Yeah, I'll do it. Let's go.
Ready, set. That was 22 seconds, so that was just 100. So the reason why it's so great to run the track, I learned this a long time ago from Chris, was that you could break it up into micro goals, right? So your macro goal is 6 minutes, broken up into each 400 is 130, broken up into each 200 is 45, broken up into each 100 is 22.5. So when you start looking at it through that lens, you could be tracking on a 100-meter basis, or I probably won't look at my watch that much. I'll probably only look at it at the 400s. But I'm looking at, hey, am I on target? Do I need to step it up, or do I maybe even need to slow it down a little bit so I don't get burnt? This is the moment.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
It's the moment we've been waiting for. Sub 6 minute, that's the goal. In 3, 2, 1, go.
What's that? Let's go. What you got?
558.
Fuck yeah.
Oh! Oh! Oh, Ahmed.
Nice work.
Thank you.
Thank you, man.
You know, lesson there. Put yourself out there. Set goals so you can achieve goals. And even if you didn't achieve it, come back and achieve it another day. But by me setting out these benchmarks, by me pushing myself and my friends and all of us doing this, we're only sharpening each other. We're only trying to elevate each other. And it's funny because people think like, oh, it's just a mile. It's like, bro, no, it's more than a mile. It's what this represents about what you're doing in your life. Are you sharpening yourself to be the best husband, to be the best father? Are you setting goals that are right on the borderline of what you could actually achieve and then getting there, then setting a new one? Boy, I'm fired up right now. Just, you know, that was an embodiment of what I feel like as a person, you know? Always trying to level up and see where you stack up at. All right, time to get in some lifting. So I just came from the track. I'm hitting one of our hybrid flex workouts, and the goal of being hybrid, and I love this idea of being like a hybrid athlete, is being fit and capable, but also strong. So not just being like an endurance athlete and not just being a power lifter, but being a blend of the two. And so now, after I got done running, it's time for me to hit some more bodybuilding style training, which I'm excited to do. So let's get after it. 8 slight incline DB bench press. That means strictly timed rest periods of no more than 30 seconds and not being afraid to reduce the weight when needed. All right, so 8 slight incline DB bench press with 30 seconds rest in between. Hard part about those, you have to maintain your core because they're seated shoulder press. So like you can't really use any momentum or anything like that. And this is one of my nemesis. So weighted bar dips, or you do push-ups, single arm DB row. I think people underestimate how hard push-ups are from an elevated position, and you don't always have to get fancy with it. If you want to get fancy with it, add some tempo, so slower on the way down. But for me, these are good. Whew. All right, talk about a little upper body pump, lower body run, probably in and out on this session in 45 minutes, feeling good, ready to attack the rest of the day. On the surface, you might look at this video and be like, oh, it's a 6-minute mile challenge. But it really isn't. This challenge represents more than that. It's about benchmarking, it's about establishing goals, it's about chasing where you want to be. And whether you're running, whether you're lifting, whether you're doing a combination of both, it really doesn't matter. Most importantly, keep training hard.